Hello, Leo Nation. Happy birthday. It is your season. How are you feeling? Welcome in all. If you're new to the channel, welcome in. If you're returning, thank you for returning and being here with us today. I'm going to be doing a general reading for the Leos, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. I'm saying Jupiter as well because Jupiter is in your sign right now, Leo, and it's going to be there for about a year to a year and a half, I believe. And also, Jupiter is in a cazimi with the sun right now. That means it's combust. It's looking right at the sun, and the sun is influencing Jupiter, shining all of its energy onto Jupiter right now, expanding it even greater than what it is. This is a huge channeling. Yes, channeling. This is huge. If you didn't know what that was, I've got my ghost tube on. And I opened this up in case any messages from the other side want to come through. So, with that said, the spirit box said channeling. So, we might be doing some channeling in this session here for the Leos. Okay. I'm a Leo.
Throat.
I'm a Leo here myself. There's something about our throat chakra speaking up our truth at this time, Leo, being brave. All right. So, we're going to use this might hurt deck. Looks like this. And I did buy this. We talked about it earlier in the last reading. This might help Oracle deck. Can't hardly read the print. The book's not very good, to be honest with you. So that's just my personal review on it. It's not my favorite, and I'm finding it's just really, it's more like a tarot deck than it is an Oracle deck, in my opinion. What I've figured so far with it, but it's cool. It's cool. All right, so I think it's a mix of both. They're saying it's a mix of both, Shan. It's fine. We're not going to pull it out though until I work with it a little bit more because I'm not really loving it right now. But let's go ahead and see what we got for you guys. Pop, pop, pop. The Leo nations. Now, I also have Knight of Swords. Are you dealing with an opposite sign? Oh, I like you too. Knight of Swords is air energy, and there's a lot of things going on with communication right now. Mercury just went direct. So any delays that have been tied up, Leo, those are going to be moving forward very quickly. Also, you might be finding yourself having to think quick. All right, at this time, quick thinking. I think you might be getting some sudden
I want to stay.
Okay, you could stay. You don't have to leave. Um, that sorry, that distracted me. I was thinking, is that a message for you or was this the spirit box, the ghost saying they want to stay? Who was that?
Nightmare.
Uh-oh. All right, we're pulling your energy. Fire. There we go. You're with us here. Let's go ahead and get into it. We had a little bit of a rough night last night. My husband was being mentally attacked in his dreams and his sleep. He was getting threats from some dark energy. And I had to get up and sage the bedroom about 3 o'clock in the morning. And then after that, it was just no real good rest. So, I was just asking about that before I logged in with you. Okay, shadows coming out here. Alrighty. Number 43 reduces to a 7 in numerology. So yeah, there was a shadow man potentially. I don't know. All right. I love it, Leo. All right, what we got going on here is the bottom of the deck is we're talking about right use of power. That's Capricorn energy. 46, which reduces to a 1. Aries energy. We've got some planets in Saturn is in Aries right now. And so what this is doing is saying, are you having a practical use of your power, Leo? Okay. Are you being impulsive, that like we saw a minute ago with the swords moving on really quick? We have shadow that came out first, something from your past or a past life could be coming to be illuminated. And there is a full moon coming up in the next couple of days. So this full moon might bring out your shadow. The
Boy.
divine is here. We're talking to a boy. Okay. Um, we have divinity here, which is 2, and this is a protection symbol. And we have growth as well. Number 15, which is a 6 in numerology. And then we have air. And we have the full moon in Aquarius, your opposite sign. So like I said, big energy. Number 28, which reduces to a 1. So it comes down to yourself and how you're communicating. How are you using your thoughts, your mind, the higher mind, Leo? Okay. There has been some shadows that we've been dealing with, Leo, but I do believe that it's in the
I'm weak.
past. Okay, if you're weak, you can go. But I think, Leo, if that was for you, in the past we have been weak. We have fallen to the temptations, to the shadow side of ourselves. Our shadow is actually there to protect us um, while we're growing and learning, and the divine is here protecting you. So just know that things are
Unexpected.
about to shift unexpectedly. We've got Uranus in Gemini, another air sign. This is generational energies that we're working with. Um, this is about the higher mind as well with that energy, technologies. But yeah, I feel like we're just talking to a Leo here who's really passed a lot of tests. I'm hearing you've grown a lot. The divine is with you, and this feels like a really positive energy that I'm picking up for the Leos. We have the Ace of Cups coming in. Yes, your cup overfloweth. This is a time to um pass that olive branch and extend that cup of love to others.
She hurt me.
I'm sorry. See, now I know people have been hurt here, but you know, maybe it was because we were in our shadow. Okay, the truth here is that love is the answer. The Ace of Cups, it's brand new love at the heart of the reading. That's what's wanting to come in here because you've grown and you're matured. Can't hide this psychic card either. And then underneath that, Leo, I have to pull it. We have the boundaries card and the talisman. You are key. You are key to protecting your space, your energy, connecting to the divine. We do have healers here, and so you need to have healthy boundaries. That's what I was talking about. When you're sleeping, you shouldn't be getting, threats. We were getting death threats last night in our dreams, to be honest with you. That's exactly what it was. Um, and so I don't know if that's just where that's coming from, but you're going to have to step up your boundaries, your protection, Leo. We've got Gemini energy, Scorpio, and Virgo, the magician here that is crossing you. The magician has all the tools they need to succeed. So you have manifested new love, self-love, a new opportunity in love, a new creative endeavor, and even an emotionally satisfying.
It's what we want.
Yes, it's what we want. We want to be emotionally sound and stable. So, what is the foundation of our reading? We have the 4 of Pentacles and the 2 of Swords. You've been holding yourself back and you've been at an impasse for a while. Okay. Um, I don't think that's going to be the case anymore. That feels a little shadowy. Like you felt like you had to hold yourself back. Because sometimes people will just pull out the worst side of you. Have you ever had that where, someone that you care deeply about just pulls out the worst in you? Yeah. This device has said this over and over today. I told her. What did you tell her? It's said it a million times. I don't know. One time it said, I told her she's blessed, and I love that. So I don't know. You told her what? But yeah, your foundation is like, nope, not budging, not moving. I'm not interested. It's a healthy boundary. You're manifesting new love in your life. You're going to have to step it up a little bit, Leo, with this next level of growth that is going to be huge. You're going to grow in leaps and bounds. You know what I mean? I'm thinking about my kitten. She's already like this big. And she was only this big when I got her. And she's just what, 30 days, 90 days old? Hang on a second. I got to go shut the back door. The dog just opened it up and let himself out. Hang on. Worry about that. How to take care of something.
Examine.
All right. So let's examine where we are here. What's going on? What is in our headspace, Leos? Well, I love this. You are cutting out some bullshit in your life and you're standing in your truth. That is the crown of victory. You should be proud of yourself, I'm hearing. You see very clearly, you see the truth now. The you have two aces. Those always represent new beginnings. So that's a new awareness. This is you have gaining new knowledge, having more understanding, more empathy, more grace, more compassion, right? No longer sewing into this shadow side. We've outgrown that. Okay, so let's see. What happened in the recent past? We have the Nine of Wands, Sagittarius energy. This is feeling very wounded, overworked, frustrated, angry that you still have to continue to wrestle with this shadow side.
Floor.
Worried about, you know, projects, getting things accomplished in a timely manner, feeling stuck, maybe writer's block, um, delays, that a cycle that you just wanted to end, it's becoming too much to carry. That's what's the energies in your recent past. And we have the past life card here. So I've been working a lot with past life readings, been training myself up on that, and I was let you know if you're interested in learning about that. But what I'm finding is I pulled up two readings on my past, and one of them said that I was a devil in my past, and the other one said that I was homeless and abandoned in my past. So that would be a shadow aspect from me. I've outgrown that. You know, what is your story? I did come from a very tumultuous, heartbreaking relationships in this lifetime, you know? So this could just be like childhood or 20s. I'm in my 50s. It could just be the past in general. But yeah, it's like round and round. Love will find a way, just give it time. That's a song by Rat, 80s rock and roll song. Don't know why I heard that. What's the incoming energies? The Wheel of Destiny.
Can I try?
Leo. Yeah, sure, you could try. You've got to try. The Wheel of Destiny. The wheel is turning, Leo.
Cross.
Aw. They said a cross. So, crossroads, a cross might be significant. I've got this Egyptian Ankh, which is a cross. And what it means is, it means life. In ancient Egypt, gods were depicted holding this Ankh in the pharaoh's nose, giving him the breath of life as a symbol. To the Ankh points to divine
Yeah.
internal existence and is often referred to as the key of life. Yeah. Thank you for telling me I should read about the Ankh spirits. The Wheel of Destiny, and that's Jupiter. So major expansion. The This is not the same. Major growth. We're coming out of that. I'm really excited to see what this looks like for you guys, for all of you. What is the situation here? The Emperor, Aries energy. Well, I said earlier that we have Saturn, it's a very karmic planet. It's disciplined and structured, Malefic, Father Time, even, is in Aries right now. And so it's asking you to build something slowly as we're coming into this next phase.
Redemption.
Aw, redemption. I love that. It's time to stand in that power. You've worked very hard to get in a position of authority. This is right use of power. And look, he's got an ankh in his hand. Look at that. And I got one right here too. Interesting. Congratulations. Some of you have graduated, is what I'm hearing. But with Saturn in Aries, it's asking you to not rush because Aries is fire energy. It's the Fool card too.
Church.
So church, okay. Something about church. Um, this is kind of our church here that we're having. Um, but yeah, that's the situation. It could be a father figure that's the situation as well. Or, you're building things slowly and steady. But it's time for you to step into this leadership position. Okay. So how is the Leo being seen, please? Seven of Swords. That's a strange thing to say. Because that's the liar or the cheater card. Can also mean strategy. You might need strategy to get yourself into a new mindset.
On the table.
On the table. Put your cards on the table. It's time to be honest, Leo, with yourself. Where are you holding yourself back? Why are you running away from the Wheel of Fortune? I don't know. It's what it looks like. You're running straight away from the Wheel of Fortune. Why are you scared of that? Interesting. What's the Seven of Swords? The Knight of Wands. This is impulsiveness. It's coming for you, Leo. You can run, but you can't hide. They want to talk to us about our impulsivity and how we've been.
Grandfather.
Hello, grandfather. Interesting. The Knight of Wands and the Seven of Swords is not a very stable energy. The Knight of Wands is in and out, jumps around a lot, doesn't stick around, but the situation is the Emperor. It's time to boss it up. The Wheel of Fortune is turning. It's no longer okay for you to lie to yourself and hold yourself back, Leo. What is the hope or fear? Eight of Wands, more fire energy. That's a card of travel, fast forward
Run
messages.
away.
Yeah, you're running away. Somebody's running away. There's a lot of animals running away here because there's a lot of conversations that need to be had, I'm hearing. And these are passionate messages. They're arrows of either love or hate. That's strange. I don't know who that was, and there wasn't anybody there. So, what is the hope or fear is having some conversations, but you can do it, Leo. You're pulling your own energy, the King of Wands. You have what it takes to be passionate enough to and brave enough to have these conversations and face these things that have been a cycle that needs to end. These are cycles, and we're cycling out of that. But I just don't love that some of us are running away. Why is that?
Erased.
Hierophant. Well, Hierophant is Taurus energy. It's your money house. It's the marriage card. It's also religion. You could be changing your traditional values, your religious belief systems. You could be um dealing with a cheating scenario in a marriage with the cheater card here. And the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is the hot in the pants, in and out, doesn't ever stick around energy on top of it. It's like, or, okay, I'll just tell you a situation that's been bothering me as an example. All right, this is a card of commitment, right? And it involves a lot of stability, security, and money, traditions, and values. So I have had a subcontractor that has worked for my husband and I off and on for several years, over a decade probably. And he never sticks around. He just pops off. He's either getting in trouble with the law, the police, going to jail forever, and then, looking us up whenever he finally serves 3 years in prison or something. Um, and it's not, I don't want you to think bad about this guy. He really just has an addiction problem. So he went to jail for DUIs. I'll just be honest with you, okay? But out on probation again, and shows up on our doorstep a few months ago, wants a job. And we really, 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 really need a lot of help right now. We had a tornado rip through our community.
Stalker.
And a stalker? Oh gosh. We had a tornado rip through our community and we're really behind schedule. And so he's a very good carpenter. He's very skilled. But he worked a couple of weeks and said, oh, he's gonna go work with his girlfriend's brother instead. And I felt like, you know what? I'm not doing this anymore. No more crossing my boundaries. Cause I told him straight away, I said, we're not doing this bullshit. Again, Art, and I'm not going to say who it is. Sorry. I almost said their name. I said, we're not doing that. Healthy boundaries. We're not doing that. That's a shadow aspect, jumping around, having no stability. We're talking about growth here. It's time to grow up. And I just felt very hurt because the person is a good person in general, a friend, a work colleague, known you a long time. But well, I heard through the grapevine last night, my husband says RJ's contacting some of our other employees and telling them that he's thinking about coming working for us full time. And my husband said, oh no, he's not, because Shannon's not going to allow it, because Shannon feels used and abused and hurt. Can't depend on you. You're undependable. I sold a certain amount of work and I expected you to be able to fulfill that order, and you quit and went to work for another company. That's
All right.
fine. That's fine. You go ahead, but we cannot be friends and work colleagues. One or the other. And you've already let me down enough when it comes to the work situation. Let's just be peaceful, amicable, kind. You could stop by and hang out every now and then. We'll have some catch up time. But as far as that goes, working together, no. So that's my story. What's yours? This reading ends with Leo standing in justice. It's funny because I told you I did my past life reading and it said
Can you see?
I pulled the devil card. It said that I was an owner of slaves as well. And that's interesting to me because you're supposed to ask, how in this lifetime are you bringing a positive aspect about your past life? What are you doing in this life to benefit or correct anything from the past? And I pulled the justice card. Haven't we all been uh toxic in our lives? Haven't we all gotten caught up in some sort of fear? Haven't we all been have wrong use of power when it comes to
You're
owning?
listening.
I am. like was owning slaves. And I'm not talking about any kind of special, thank you, clean. I mean, we are talking about sex slaves. We're talking about literal slaves. I think the first slaves in the United States were actually from uh, Ireland. And a lot of people think it's from Africa. And that did happen too. But I believe it was started with Ireland. And it wasn't just, people of color, it was white people too. So it's not about that. It's about the wrong use of power and bringing justice into the situation. It's the right thing to do, Leo. It's the right thing to do. You got to stand up in your power and stop playing small. And this is the truth. This is the truth. The Ace of Swords is the truth, and you know it. You're operating in your heart space of having empathy for others, and that's beautiful. But you're also manifesting a whole new cycle right now. Okay? No longer holding yourself back, Leo. No longer being at an impasse, being stuck in these repeat cycles that comes to an end.
Give it back.
Give what back? Take your power back, Leo. Take your power back. Well, that's what's going on for our Leos. Well, that's a strong message. And it's for me too, because I'm a Leo. So, to close the reading, I think we'll pull out some of the Lantern Oracle. All right, angels, Holy Spirit, holy guides. Thank you for being here. Spirits from the light, thank you so much. Let's get a message for the Leos to close their reading from the Lantern Oracle. Thank you.
Unfortunate.
There are some unfortunate things that are going to happen when you make this choice. The wheel's turning, though. There's not going to be anything you can do to stop it.
It's unknown.
Right? We're going into the unknown. All right, here's your closing messages. She's walking into the desert. It might feel like a foreign place, but you are moving forward. Number 28, which reduces to a 1. We've got we've got 1 here twice, 3 times now. This is about you, Leo, about your independence. The first step is taken within our stillness. So you're going to have to still your, calm down a little bit because this isn't calm. So this next phase might look less exciting. I'm not sure, but it just feels like there's a need to slow down. On something that you're doing
Not
in your life.
exactly.
No, that's not it, is it? I'm going to share this one here. I just think they're saying it's time to do some meditating and really think about what we're doing with our life because I love this card. It is so beautiful. And it's called The Voice. And that's number 30, which is 3. You are here to be known, so speak up and be seen, Leo. You're supposed to be seen, you're supposed to be heard, but answers come through quiet meditation. Keep moving forward. And trusting tricksters. Interesting. Isn't that what I was talking about? Fox spirit. Foxes are shrewd in business matters. And this Gemini energy in its shadow side is the trickster. And this person is crossing you. The trickster's only power is your trust. You are always free to withdraw it. So don't trust people that you know have let you down multiple times, over and over and over again. Okay? Don't trust the tricksters. Women supporting women. Isn't this beautiful? I love this. This could be a warning about trusting some girls as well. Together we can transcend individual limitations. And we can. These are the weavers. Um, but again, this could be jealous girls in your circle. You could have a trickster in your circle. Women are supposed to be lifting each other up and supporting women. And if you're not seeing that, you've got mean girls or jealous girls around you. Move on from them. Just leave them in the dust. Leave them in the dust. That's right. Leave them in the dust because you're here to be known and to speak and to be seen, Leo. And the wheel is turning. So
She heard me.
wisdom in play is our final message. Our intuition knows more than we do. Use wisdom when you're playing. Who are you playing with? It kind of looks like this is Sagittarius energy because she's pouring from one cup into another. This is like an energy of sharing that's mutual and not a drop of love is spilt because it's patient, it's kind, it has wisdom attached to the
Clear.
relationship. Yes, we've had some failures in the past. Responding, not reacting. The only control we have is how we respond to the hand that we are dealt. How are we going to respond to the hand that we are dealt? 9. That's another 9. I feel like that goes with this card here with the 9 of Wands. Responding, not reacting. And that's part of that shadow when we react impulsively. Trust me, that's my biggest probably thorn in my side being a Leo and having a Scorpio moon. That's a lot of power and it has to do with emotions. Boy, I tell you what,
Where?
it's not an easy placement. But I'm feeling positive. I'm feeling good that we are growing and maturing together, folks. And I'd say, I guess I'm going to close your reading, Leo. That's all I have for you. And this is your reading for Lionsgate. Have good boundaries, Leo. Stand up and defend yourself. All right, folks, if you need to book a personal reading with me, the information is at my website, and that is going to be linked in the description box below. And if this is where we, last time we meet, thanks for stopping by if you're still with me. But if this just resonates with you, I'd love to hear your stories. All right, until next time, bye.